Well, take a bow, son. I mean that, take a bow.
So I wanted to address a question that a few fans have been kicking around on Twitter the last few weeks, especially since Man United started the season so well. So, should we have fired Jose Mourinho, or should we have kept him on? I just wanted to go through a few things and just give my opinion on it. So, let's go back to the 14-15 season. So, we won the title, and we won it, I think we were top the entire season. So you look at that and you think, okay, we were absolutely brilliant. And we were, for the first 4 months, the likes of Matic and Fabregas, Costa, Hazard, you couldn't get near them. We were compared to some sort of hybrid between Bayern and Barcelona, because we could keep possession when we wanted to, we could counter, we were powerful, we were technical. So it looked like Jose had found this excellent mix, and we're playing exciting football, which everyone was a little bit concerned about when he came back. So like, do we really want to go back to playing defensive football? Does Roman want that? It was all brilliant, and obviously we loved Jose. It was just a match made in heaven. We had this amazing team. He had Fabregas and Costa and Hazard, so everything was going great. And then we got smashed by Spurs, and it was Harry Kane, wasn't it? Yeah, he just ruined us, and it was disappointing really, because if you're going to play attacking football, you're going to get beaten a few times. You're going to concede goals at least anyway. You don't necessarily get beaten, but you can't have it all. You can't have clean sheets and 4 goals a game. Jose seemed to shut up shop after that, and it was really disappointing, because we were playing such like just such great football, and it was so like abrupt as well. We went from play. It was so obvious. It was from the week that we lost to Spurs to the following weeks. It was just like he shut everything down, and he was just like, right, we're going to win this title. We're going to do it with 1-0 wins, ugly wins. If anyone like has or whatever suffers, if Costa isn't scoring many goals, so be it. I just want this title. So yeah, it was really disappointing, but we won the Premier League title, so didn't really care. But from January, I mean, Hazard really carried us. Well, he was the reason we won the title, because without Hazard, I mean, we could have turned into like a 0-0 or losing 1-0 team. So yeah, it was really important he kept on. I don't know if that was Jose's tactics. I don't know if that's the way he set it up. I don't know. But anyway, we won the league, but the signs were there that, well, the wheels were coming off a little bit, but Jose resorting back to old tactics, some would say dated tactics, and a lot of players dropped off, like Matic, and it was hard to sort of see if that was because of the tactics, or if they were just dropping off with fatigue or whatever, or if Jose just got into their heads like he always does and he fucked everything up. Yeah, but I think we all just like, okay, well, we won the title, we were doing really well a few months ago, so next season we're going to dominate again. And then in the summer, Jose didn't get the signings he wanted. I think he got Pedro, and who else was there? I can't remember who else there was. But we essentially went into the new season with the same team. We were hoping on a few improvements, like Ivanovic. I didn't rate him the entire season, to be honest. I thought he was a bit of a passenger. He was one of the rare weaknesses. And yeah, we messed up the summer, and then the Jose meltdown continued. So yeah, that's when the wheels started coming off. Obviously, he had that whole thing with Ivo Caneiro, and with every loss, we were more mad at the players than the manager, because what Chelsea fans really want is a long-term manager, and also used to come through. But Jose was different, because he's a manager we've been wanting to get back for years at the time, and we were so happy when he did come back, and he was giving us all the big and all about, like, oh, I want to stay here for 5, 10, 15 years and build a dynasty like Fergie had. And we were excited by that, because I think Chelsea fans crave stability, and I mean, it's not like it's gone against us, because we won so many titles, you know. We won the Champions League, we won the Europa, you won FA Cups and League Cups. So it's a successful system in regards to football achievements anyway, maybe not financially. But I think we would like to try stability, and I don't know if it's just something of wanting what you can't have, but it also ties in with the youth thing as well, because if you've got a stable manager, then they're going to play the youth because they've got time. If they haven't got time, if they've got 2 seasons, why would you play the youth? Why would you take that risk unless the youth player is phenomenal and clearly heads and shoulders above the first team players? And also, he clearly loved us as well, and I'm sure he still does love us. I don't know if he puts on a front at United, but he was saying like he was Chelsea through and through and whatever, and I do believe that. I do believe he does have a love for us, especially how much we loved him as well, because Jose loves to be loved. Who doesn't? But yeah, then obviously we let him go, and disappointingly he went to United. His first season was quite average. I mean, obviously he had Pogba, the most expensive player in the world, and he was all right, decent, but compared to his price tag and the expectations, I don't think he did very well. Obviously won the Europa, but you'd expect him to. As of about a week ago, they were flying, and everyone was thinking, okay, Jose's got his mojo back, and he's always been a world-class manager, and he'll continue to be one. He maybe Chelsea was just a blip. So has he lost it, or had he lost it? I don't know. I mean, I think Madrid affected him a lot, and he came to Chelsea. He probably should have won the title in his first season at Chelsea. Really, he did some strange things then as well. He had 3 strikers in Demba Ba, Eto'o and Torres. Not amazing strikers, but good strikers, and with the right management, they can all get you 15, 20 goals a season in all comps. Not a problem. And he was making some very derogatory remarks about Eto'o and Torres and Ba, about how they're not even strikers. And even then, we were like, I don't know, he sort of felt like he'd stopped being funny, and he was just a bit vindictive and sadistic, and it was just, I don't know, it was just a change in tone, and he came to us with like saying, I'm the happy one now. It's like, it was just all a front, you know. But at United, he's playing attacking football, and one of his main criticisms throughout his career has been that he plays defensive, and I was unsure if he could even do that, you know. On top of that as well, like, all the Chelsea players have all apologised, and they sort of said it wasn't Jose's fault, it was our fault, so maybe that tells you that maybe he didn't fall out of the players, he didn't use the dressing room, it was just an accumulation of errors on everyone's part, and it was just a bit of a shit show, really. Obviously, if we kept Jose as well, we would never have got Conte. Obviously, he's done some amazing things, and we love him for it. He's brought some amazing players and sort of revolutionised the at least short-term tactics in the Premier League in regards to playing 3 at the back. So did Jose really want to stay long-term at Chelsea? I don't think so. I don't think he wants to stay long-term anywhere. He's sort of half committed to United, but I'm sure he'll be gone in a few years as well. If not, sort of within the next 12 months, especially if they don't win the title. And also, I think he would have gone at Chelsea anyway, to be honest. You look at the way we've been so tight on money. I think the issues would have kept on coming up, and he wants to spend big, and we won't let him spend big. So I think there would have been some sort of problem down the line, even if there wasn't one in the season he left. So I think, to be honest, like, it was the right decision to let Jose go. Maybe not at that time, because obviously we got Hiddink and he did nothing. I think he was going to go anyway, and we were just never going to give him the money he wanted and whatever. So all in all, covering all those points, I think it was the right decision to let Mourinho go, as much as I loved him. Really happy to hear your guys' thoughts as well, especially with the way the season's going at the moment. So yeah, if you could just leave your comment below, that'd be great.